Lords, my lords, I declare my interest as co-chair of the National Police Ethics Committee. Despite Baroness Casey's very first recommendation being that we must see children as children, I think it's really taken until tonight and this House for much of the conversation to move into that area. And actually, a point made by Sir Stephen Watson, the Chief Constable of Greater Manchester, an event I attended earlier today, he's talked about how much of the failure to prosecute was down to police forces treating children abused not as victims but as somehow culpable in their own abuse. So I thank the Noble Lord the Minister for already confirming that we'll have a victim-centred approach to this inquiry. But can I ask the Noble Lord the Minister to assure us that the inquiry will explore Sir Stephen's point, including through the data it collects, so that we can determine to what extent it was poor response by police forces to the victims of these serious multiple rapes that lies behind the failure to prosecute and convict? Does he agree with me that this is far better than just lazily assuming, as the media seem to be doing, that every single failure comes down to questions of the ethnicity of perpetrators? And finally, on a happier note, will he join me in congratulating Sir Stephen on his recently announced knighthood, a worthy acknowledgement for a man who's turned round how my city and its surrounds are policed?
I'll begin by joining the Right Reverend Prelate in welcoming and congratulating Sir Stephen on his knighthood as Chief Constable of Greater Manchester. It's a great honour to an individual to receive that, and a recognition of the support and work that he's done in turning around Greater Manchester Police with the support of the Mayor. He's also mentioned the issue of convictions, which I hope I've covered, in terms of individuals who have had convictions. We will legislate to have those convictions overturned, and it is important that we look at the whole issue of how we got here. The focus is on gangs of a particular ethnicity, and that has been a driving force for the work that's being done in terms of local and now the national inquiry. But I think we need to look at the police response as a whole to the issue of child sexual abuse and child sexual exploitation, and how we ensure that those young children who are victims find a place where they can have trust in the system to bring forward their experiences and to be believed in bringing forward those experiences, and for the police and the Crown Prosecution Service and the courts to provide a mechanism for them to secure convictions of those evil predators who have abused them in their childhood.